Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a really quick intro because I'm running out on battery, but I'm doing this tutorial. It is basically my most classic smoky eye tutorial where there's like a cut crease almost, but then it's all smoky and it's blended, and I use the heavy contour and I do the heavy cake face, and then I wear a nude lip. So if you guys like this look, keep on watching and find out how I do it. It's a very talky, rambly kind of tutorial, and it sapped up all of my batteries, so I'm going to go. Keep watching. Comment down below if you think that I'm talking really quickly, if you can understand a word that I'm saying. If not, also leave a comment down below being like, what the hell is she saying? You guys will see me in the next video. Bye. So I haven't done one of these in a really long time, so I figured maybe I could, you know, do a tutorial and hope that it goes well. It's kind of going to be like a mixture between a get ready with me and a tutorial, but I hope you guys don't mind. I'm sure you guys don't mind. Let's start off. I have toned and moisturized my face, and I'm going to start off with foundation. This is something that I've been wanting to review because I actually like it. It's the Elphick Acne Fighting Foundation with salicylic acid, witch hazel, camphor, tea tree, and aloe, and I use the color Buff. Popping some of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to zoom you guys in as well because I have a feeling you can hardly see me. How's that for a close-up? The brush I'm going to be using is the sculpting brush from Real Techniques. I've actually really enjoyed this for foundation application, to be honest with you. I don't have any primer at the moment, but if I were to use a primer, it would be the Smashbox one that I can't remember the name of. Big old zip under my chin. And birds just chirping everywhere. Hey birds, hey, I'm so glad you came to the party. Unfortunately, this is one of those foundations that just matches my skin, like my face, but definitely doesn't match my neck. So make sure you blend down the neck. Don't actually apply to the neck. Or you can if you want, but it just looks like you have a weird like neck beard shadow thing. Birds, can you not? That's cool too. Shut up, birds, shut up. For the powder to set my foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in Fair. This one is just a touch too light for me, which is good because the foundation that I used is just a touch, almost just a touch too dark. And the brush that I'm using is the Sigma Large Powder F20. I personally like to pat my powder on and then like buff it in when I know that I have enough that I won't mess up the liquid underneath. This stuff smells so good. That's how I do it. Some people like to buff it on straight away. I just feel like that messes up the liquid that I have underneath, and that's how I've always learnt it. Pat it on, move your brush if you want to, when it's definitely, you know, good to do so. Okay, so I'm relatively happy with the foundation and the powder. I always like to kind of dust over the brush afterwards just to make sure it's not too cakey. But I mean, a little bit of cake's okay. I'm okay with this. Now I'm going to go in with a bronzer. The bronzer that I'm using is the Cabana Bronze by the Kardashians. This is only a sample that I got back when I was working for Kit Cosmetics back in the day. They don't even exist anymore, honey. When they launched the Kardashian collection thing, they gave us samples of the bronzer because the bronzer's huge. Have you seen it? Like, it's huge. Like, I'm struggling to get through this. I don't know how anyone could possibly get through whole one of the full-size ones. And obviously, as I've taught you guys a million times before, from the triggers of the ear down towards the lips, stopping at the eye. When you're a professional like I am, you kind of don't need to look as much. You don't need to map it out. But trust me, when I first started doing makeup, I was mapping this shit out. Like, get the ruler, get the brush, get the, you know, the little stencil guide things. It just becomes second nature after a while. A while could be any period of time, depending on your amount of practice, etc. do kind of want to be dragging it down towards you as opposed to starting here, because where you start is where you're going to apply the most product. So starting here and going up is going to look like a weird brown smudge that just kind of blends off, unless you're like blending for ages, honey. So start furthest away and draw down. Not like you're painting, but you get what I mean. You get me. You feel? I hope so. I always have the most fun with bronzer, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now we are moving on to the cheeks. So for my cheek color, I will be using colors from the Too Faced, I think it was the Chocolate Bun Buns kit. Let me just have a look at this. I honestly can't remember, but I'm using both the La Vie and Rose and Papa Don't Peach. Just kind of pouncing it in there. I'll show you guys. Just pouncing it in there. I don't really care what color I'm getting in the end. Just so long as it's not, you know, as long as it's nothing that anyone else would have. No, I really don't care about that. And that one goes just above your bronzer. So bronzer's here. Blush would kind of go here, but more from the top of your ear to your nose. And you do kind of want to start from the other angle, going back. Yes? Yes. Okay, I'm not going to say that I'm afraid of blush, but I tend to shy away from blush most because I do tend to get quite cheek in the red, quite red in the cheeks. And when you suffer from, like, I'm not going to say I have acne, but acne prone skin, you tend to shy away from, you know, adding more pinks and reds to your cheeks. But, you know, you develop, you grow, you learn, you change, honey. I'm a changing woman. As for the highlight, I'm going to be using the Candlelight Glow, this guy. And, oh, by the way, I'm using the Powder Blush F10 from Sigma as well. And y'all know I love my highlights, so that's just lots of that on top of everything. Just keep going. If in doubt, add more highlight, always. Is it wrong that I tend to use the viewfinder to check how my makeup's looking before I bother checking a mirror? Are they even? I have so much on one cheek, holy crap. And then when your cheeks are complete, they are going to look a little bit patchy. So what you do is you go in with your large powder again. If you want, you can add a little bit more of your powder. And you just want to buff it out. This place is literally the worst for filming. Oh yeah, did I tell you I'm moving again? Lol, I don't stay anywhere really long, do I? Alright, so I'm happy with that. Go me. Props, snaps. Alright, now we're going to zoom in to my eyeballs and we're going to do a little something on the eyes. And I'm going to show you that something that I do on my eyes. First of all, I always start off with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Anyways, just applying that one delicately to the lids. And with anything on the eyes, you don't want to go pulling. Just be really gentle, pat it in until it's settled. False nails are so annoying, but I love them. There's like scratching my nose while I'm applying this. Hashtag real talk, right? Okay, now the first color that I will be applying is Satin Sheets from Too Faced. This guy here. On a Sigma E55. I think that's the short shader from memory. And that is gonna go pretty much all over the lids, the inner tear duct, up to the crease, honey. You ready? This is how we do it. We pat it on just to apply the product. Then to get the shine, I've noticed with this one and with the Shadow Insurance, if you drag the product, you get more shine. Maybe that's just me making shit up. Maybe not. You never know. Give it a go at home and tell me what you find out. Are you following along at home, kids? Okay, now we're gonna go on the other eyelid, patting it on just to apply the product, and then with the rest of the product on your brush, just drag. Yeah, no, I swear you get a more foiled effect when you drag it on. You guys may experience something different for all I know. So tell me, what do you see working best for you? I like this technique. You might not. Tell me, how can I improve? For the crease color, I'm going to be using the other side of this brush brush, which is the Sigma E40, and that is going to be Pandemonium from the Urban Decay Vice palette. Look at me. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Pandemonium on the E40, and that is just gonna go, I'll show you. Kind of just place the brush here and then buff it towards the tear duct. You don't want to pick up too much product, so. Okay, so that was the most annoyingly long interruption, but also the most important interruption I think I've ever had in my YouTubing career, if you can call it that. So as I was saying earlier, we're using Pandemonium, and we're putting that kind of on the crease-ish, and then just kind of dragging it in. So this is personally my favorite way to do a smoky eye, because it kind of gives you that sunset, sunrise feel, because it's like when you lift your eyebrows, you got that clear cut crease, and then just the darkness. I don't know what I'm talking about. I really just do this for appearances. So we're gonna do the same on the other side, keep them nice and even, and then we're gonna darken it up with other colors as well. Ooh. Also, it kind of gives you this cat eye feel. I think I'm adequately happy with the darkness of that. Look how dark and smoky and pretty and ooh. Now I'm gonna go in with the MAC 275 SE. I don't know if they've changed the numbers on this. This is one of the small ones that came out limited edition. And the color I'm gonna be using now is Up Underhand. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know if that's really a word, but we're gonna use it anyways. And we're kind of gonna just use this as stamper. Just there, like that. Here's. So then I'm gonna use the brush the wrong way, if you get what I mean. So like, the brush goes drawing down. Now I'm just gonna use it the other way to pull it across. Does that make any sense at all whatsoever? Just pull the color towards your inner tear duct. That's basically what I'm saying, honey. Now that I'm somewhat happy with that, I'm gonna go in with another brush just to buff out all the colors and kind of make it all look seamless. Then we'll go back in with Satin Sheets, because I just love that color. The brush that I'm using to blend is the Tapered Blending E35 from Sigma, and I'm literally just using a clean one of these, helping smooth out all the weirdness. Not that there's too much weirdness, it's okay. Also, after you've blended and buffed out some of the color, you may want to go back in with a color and make it more colorful, I guess. I sound like I really believe myself, don't I? So I do want to go back in with a little bit of Pandemonium, and I might even add some Beat Down. So not just Pandemonium, but Beat Down to these two. Ooh, how exciting. Really getting a little bit out of control here. That's the main reason you guys come to my videos, because it gets out of control with the makeup. So much makeup. Beat Down I'm actually going to put a little bit lower, so kind of as if we're stamping it on top of that beautiful upper hand, but because we're using a different shaped brush, it's just going to look weird. In the best way possible. I'm not trying to make you look ugly. Please keep watching. I'm actually really happy with that, so we're going to go back in with the E35, and we're going to buff it out again. And then I'm going to be unhappy, and then we're going to reflect. No, I'm going to be okay, we're happy. We're good. Well, excellent. Back in with the E55 and Satin Sheets, just to make sure that that color is nice and pretty. But obviously you don't want to go too overlappy with the darkness. Awesome, so now that that is all good and pretty, we're gonna go in with the mascara that I'm using at the moment, the Revlon Lash Potion Grow Luscious. It's waterproof though. I don't know if that's like all of the Grow Luscious are waterproof, but every time I've accidentally bought a Revlon mascara, it's ended up being waterproof. Just apply 300 coats of mascara because you don't have any lashes because your housemate stole them. Yay! Pretty little smoky eye for you guys. Now what lip color are we gonna do? We're gonna do something nude and boring. I know, we had so much fun on the eyes. So I'm gonna be going in with the L'Oreal Paris Cream in 103 Protest Clean. I don't remember if I told you I had this color, but I do. I remember I did a haul for all the new makeup that I bought, and then I somehow managed to lose one of the files, so I couldn't upload it. And I was like telling you about this haul that I didn't know I didn't have half my footage for. Anyways, I'm gonna put some lip gloss on now. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to subscribe because I do tutorials every so often, and I also do story times because my life is an entire story. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I do, but if you want to find out the best way to do it is to subscribe and watch all my videos. That's awesome. Yay! Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. If you tried it, if you have these products, what's your favorite? What do you like? What do you not like? Do you think I'm crazy? Probably. Just let me know in the comments down below. Cool. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye!